Hi guys, in today's micro lecture, we're going to learn how to write a cover letter, which is of great importance for your job seeking. As you can see here on the screen, the micro lecture is divided into 5 parts. Now grab your pen and a notebook, let's get it started. You may be wondering now, what is a cover letter? And since you've already had a resume, why should you write a cover letter then? Well, it's a letter of introduction, written by you to a potential employer to let them know who you are and why they should hire you. And a resume is of limited value to an employer if he doesn't know what kind of work you want to do. So, its key purpose is to express your interest in a position and to help you to show your qualifications. Perhaps more importantly, it can enable you to convince the employer to interview you for this job. To that end, there are a couple of things you will want to consider before you begin drafting a cover letter. Firstly, you shouldn't just repeat your resume. Instead, highlight the relevant information or job experience and explain how you have the qualifications the employer is seeking. Second, remember, each cover letter must be tailored to each job. Consequently, it's very important to research the proper employer before you write. And the tone you take is as vital as the text itself. So make sure to be polite, confident, and professional. And lastly, the length for a standard cover letter should be just 1 page. With the background in place, let's take a look at a sample letter. The first thing you should notice is that this cover letter has been written in a full block format. It uses a minimalist format with no indents. Every part of the letter starts at the left margin. Being the most formal of the business letters, it is the best form to use if you want to convey a serious and respectful tone. Knowing of the format, let's talk about the structure. The structure of this sample letter can be roughly divided into 3 parts. The first part is called heading, the second body, and the last closing. Now let's take a closer look part by part. Viewing this sample letter, you will notice that the heading includes your contact information as a sender. In this case, it contains your name, mailing address, phone number, and email address. Although this may also appear on your resume and other applicant documents, you need to include it here as well. After that, we see the date the letter was written and the receiver's contact information, which includes the receiver's name and title and his address. Then you can see the salutation. And it's important that you start your cover letter with an appropriate salutation. Okay, that's been explained. Let's move to the body of the cover letter, paragraph by paragraph. The first paragraph serves as an introduction and can be organized in many ways. However, it is important to include who you are, why you are writing, and how you learned of the position, and why you are interested in the position or organization. And this might be the right opportunity to briefly relate your education and experience to the requirements of the position. By doing it, you can forecast the contents of your cover letter before you move into your argument. If the first paragraph serves as an introduction, the second paragraph serves as an argument. It allows you to persuade the prospective employer why you're a good fit for the company and the job. You can use your resume and also refer to it as the source of data. And the key point is to emphasize your strongest qualifications or top selling points and how these qualifications will benefit the company you're applying for. Moreover, don't forget to offer specific examples of your achievements. And lastly, letting the target employer know that you have done your homework is also essential. Okay, to wrap up the letter, you need to close with a strong reminder why you're a good match for the job position and the organization. Tell them you look forward to hearing from them soon, and you can also ask for an interview in some way. Besides, you could always repeat your contact information, but that is up to you. Then don't forget to thank the prospective employer for their time and consideration. And as the last part of a cover letter, the closing is the part where you sign off. You should end with sincerely or sincerely yours if you know the person you're writing to, but if you don't, you should end with faithfully or faithfully yours. Leave 3 spaces between your closing and typed name to sign your name by hand. If you will be submitting your cover letter digitally, it's a good idea to scan and add your signature. In order to provide the most professional image of yourself to potential employers, you want to have polished documents with no mistakes. Here are some final tips to get this professional look. Don't forget to sign your letter. Make sure the format is correct. Be aware of how you use words and begin with topic sentences. Write professionally and to the point. And then you can make a notation of the enclosures. If you enclose something, such as a resume, you should indicate that the letter contains enclosures by making the notation enclosure or enclosures at the bottom of the letter. And lastly, remember, always proofread your cover letter carefully. Alright, now it's about the assignment. Attached is an announcement for a job that you might be interested in. So your assignment is to write a cover letter applying for this job. Alright, this is the end of today's micro lecture. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. You can send me an email or leave a message. I will always be there. Next time, we will learn something about writing a business letter. So see you next time, and thank you for watching.